Hi there, my name is Devalbat. I'm a product manager and I'm a partner here at Product Manager HQ. Today I would like to talk to you about product development strategy, what it is, how it fits into your product development process, as well as how you can go about creating your very own strategy to take your product to the next level. Before we begin, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can get direct notifications whenever we post new and insightful videos like this. That way, you will always get your fair share of high quality instructional content from the real product management experts. Today, product managers and business leaders alike are all trying to figure out what kinds of solutions work or don't work in an environment that changes as often as the weather. Product development is no different. What product managers want more than ever is something that will help them make faster and more accurate decisions for the products that they work on. That way, they can make better products that successfully serve their purpose. Nowadays, most product managers center their products on the needs of their customers, and that's okay, but it's not enough to create a great product. Unless you flesh out a comprehensive, well-founded strategy, you won't get far. This is where product development strategies come in. Before we can talk about product development strategy, we need to talk about product development processes. Nowadays, businesses are using revamped methodologies for product development. While this approach varies, usually it contains as many as 11 steps. If you're familiar with project management, then this 7 steps will come as no surprise. Ideation, research, design, prototype, development, document, and test are all the fundamental design and development aspects of any successful project. However, the remaining 4 phases may come to you as a surprise. The first one after the testing phase is known as train. This is a new part of Agile methodology whereby a product team is expected to carry out a series of iterative actions that lead to tangible result. This result is then released to the customer. And based on the insights gained, maintenance/upgrades are carried out until the product comes to the end of its life cycle, a stage called retirement. Let's dive into what strategy is all about in product creation. In a nutshell, product development strategy refers to actions, activities, tasks, and methods used in order to build new product and present it to the market. It also used as tools to describe new ways in which companies modify one or more of their existing products in order to generate more business. It's a subset of corporate strategy. A product development strategy is really important since it helps businesses gain an advantage over their competitors by giving them a guide as to how they can put their products in the best possible light. According to product lifecycle, as businesses' revenue growth begins to drop, products start to plateau. It is at this point that companies start to embrace product-led growth strategies, be it related to launching a new product or revamping an existing one. Before we break down the different approaches that can be used in product development strategy, let's take a closer look at different elements that make up product development strategy. In product development, a strategy is made up of 3 main things: vision, roadmap, and a plan. Vision refers to a statement that describes where you see your product in the next 3 to 5 years. Roadmap are basically overview of goals and deliverables of a project, and the plan is the steps you take to achieve your goal. When you add all these 3 together, a product development strategy links company vision with the end goals and a detailed plan that can then be connected to annual budgeting process in order to secure resources ahead of time. With the basics of product development strategy all laid out, you can then apply 2 models which act as management systems that can help you prioritize key decisions throughout product management while still maintaining full accountability through all phases. The first approach is the Agile portfolio process. This model is useful to prioritize tasks and initiate activities and select product tasks. The second model is yearly innovative approach. This one is linked directly to budgeting, and since here more emphasis is placed on carving out the big picture for product management and determining costs. These two models are different but complement each other greatly. The output from the yearly innovative approach becomes the input for the Agile portfolio process. Putting aside the management-related aspects of product development strategy, let us now look at different angles businesses can take when it comes to strategy, starting with the time-based approach. Basically, here, the strategy is all about prioritizing time about everything else in the product development. Whoever launches the product first stands a chance of enormous market success, similar to the concept of fastest athlete wins concept. In this case, we are talking about products, not actual athletes. In this type of strategy, you can fall into either one of the three categories. Number one, first to market. Here, a product gains an advantage over its competitors by being first to market, and category number two is fast followers. This is pretty self-explanatory. You didn't quite make it as the first one to hit the market, but you have succeeded in rapidly commercializing your product to compete at the highest level. Category number three is laggard. When it comes to time-based approach, this is where you don't want your product to be. Here, your product hasn't had any significant impact on the market and is relegated to just another option out there. Nothing more, nothing less. One of the more common strategies is to shape the product development strategy around the dimension of your target audience or market. This is called market-oriented approach. Here, the strategy calls for some type of innovation, be it big or small, in either technology or the market itself. To make this more tangible, an example is the product can either be a tech innovation in the market, or a new way to test previously unexplored market, or even create an entirely new market. Here, there are 5 ways to categorize market-oriented approach. Number one, innovators. Here's the focus is to strategy is all about resources you have to build new technologies, and that can be used to current market. Number two, technology investors. This type of strategy requires you to get new technology that you can leverage in your product. Number three, searchers. This strategy involves using existing products and looking to find ways in which they can be used in unexplored market. Number four, business as usual. Here, the strategy doesn't change. Instead, business continues to sell the same product and instead makes slight modifications in the pricing, in the quantity, and in the distribution. Number five, middle of the road. This strategy is for businesses that do not want to take any risk. Essentially, here, you don't want to go too fancy with innovation or product exploration. Instead, you make marginal improvements and product lifecycle is played safe. A platform-based approach to product development strategy is another interesting way to approach product development strategy. Based on a study conducted by David Robertson and Carl Urwich, a platform can be described as, and I quote, a collection of products and their assets. What these researchers argue is that a product can be categorized as little cells that form of a giant tree of products. To better understand this, let's use an example of a computer product. A 13-inch laptop is an individual product that may form part of a large chain of family of laptops or different sizes. In essence, they're all highly similar products with slight variations, be it in terms of size, memory, or CPU. For this reason, platform-based approach to product development strategy acts as a way to optimize innovation. The final most common approach in building product development strategy is customer-oriented approach. As the name suggests, this is all about building products that satisfy the needs of your target market. To do so, the most widely used methodology is design thinking, a technique that businesses are all investing deeply in so as to get an understanding of what their customers really need, that they can build products around the needs. Once insights have been gained, design thinking can be broken down into 4 main stages. Number 1, ideation. This is all about brainstorming possible product ideas that may have a significant impact on your market. Number 2, planning. Here the roadmap for product development is drawn up, where resources are defined, deliverables are set, and goals are laid out. Number 3, development. This refers to the actual building phase of the product, where mock-ups, sketches, and wireframes are turned into real products. Number 4, launches. This focuses on all the steps of the activities done to bring the product to the market once it has been created. Now that we have broken down the foundation of product development strategy, let's take a look at some of solid examples that businesses and product managers can try. These are all in sync with different approaches that we looked at before. Number 1, alter existing products. Very much in keeping the platform-based approach to product development strategy, make slight changes to products that you have already launched is one of the good ways to keep your customers on their toes and wanting more. Number 2, tweak product ideas. This one can be applied to any of the approaches seen previously. Here, the focus is on experimenting with different ideas. This is really useful when you notice that a target market doesn't respond well to an innovation solution that you have proposed and that you think it's time to pivot. Number 3, offer product trials. A solid way to validate the value proposition of your product and convince your customers that they need it is to put forward either a less expensive or a free version of your product. Number 4, boost product value. This idea is strongly associated with platform-based approach. Just like with the example of family of laptop products, this entails putting on different add-ons throughout product lifecycle to make it look more appealing so that it lasts longer. Let's continue taking a look at some more great product development strategy ideas. Number 5, customization and specialization. Painting your entire market with the same brush won't get you far. Instead, an Uber way to make your product more appealing is to give customers something that's unique to them. Apple lets you imprint your name on their Mac devices. So does Dell. You can join in by offering something personal to your customers that they will make them feel special. Number 6, create additional products and product lines. Consider expanding your product offers to satisfy pains in your target market that you may not be satisfying. Number 7, focus on package deals. People love to feel like they're getting a best value out of something. If you bundle up your product into unique packages, you may very well see a positive reaction from the market. Number 8, find your new market spaces. The world is your oyster. Take off and explore uncharted territories. Your product may have a home where you may have least expected. There you have it. You just learned what product development strategy is all about, how it fits into product development process, and how you can go about creating your very own product development strategy. But of course, you can always use the right tools to go ahead and deepen your knowledge of product management. Here is a breakdown of cool resources that can help you, starting with the Product Manager HQ blog. There you will find some of the best product management content that covers topics related to product development strategy. In the description box below, you will find a link to an article on this very same topic. Feel free to check it out, as well as other articles on the similar subject matter that you feel will help you get a greater understanding of product development strategy. Now let's talk about Product Manager HQ Bootcamp. It's an 18-unit bootcamp, and Product Manager HQ covers important topics such as product management strategies, processes, and other loads of high-quality content that you will learn and become a certified PM using that content at the end of the bootcamp. I will also link to the bootcamp in the description box below so you can check it out. Before we leave, I would like to ask you a quick question to see how closely you've been following me in this video. The question is rather simple. Which blog covers all the resources that I just mentioned. Leave your answer in the comments section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.